A wonderful afternoon to all the attendees of this session. Today we'll have a webinar on Introduction to Cloud and Google Cloud Platform. And the resource person for the day is Mr. Sai Subramaniam, Senior Technical Trainer Consultant, GK Cloud Solutions. He's a Google certified and authorized instructor. He's a Senior Technical Trainer Consultant in Google Cloud Platform. With 16 plus years of experience and expertise in training and programming, he's here with us to introduce the cloud and Google. I hope this webinar would be very, very fruitful to you all. And it's now over to Mr. Sai for the content of the day. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Good afternoon to one and all who joined. Hope everyone can hear my voice and everyone can see my screen. Can you guys confirm me as if you can hear my voice and you can see my screen? No, I didn't get any response.
You are perfectly audible, sir, and it can be, if you can make it a bit more louder, that would be a perfect thing.
Yeah, hi guys. Hope everyone can hear my voice. Very good afternoon to one and all. Yeah, can you guys confirm me as if you can see my screen and you can hear my voice?
Yes, sir. I can see the comments. Actually, the students cannot speak back in this module unless and until we give the rights. So you carry on. You are perfectly audible. I am monitoring. In case there is a hitch, I'll be confirming you with that.
Okay, then. Yeah. Anyhow, yeah. Thanks for one and all who joined for this webinar. I'm going to give you the idea behind the introduction to cloud and Google Cloud fundamentals. Hope, yeah, with your confirmation, as if let me move my screen where you can see this is nothing but the GK Cloud Solutions. We are the authorized training partner where we deliver the Google Cloud learnings and as well as we do the consulting for the Google Cloud platform. And we are into Google, IBM, blockchain, Microsoft, Alibaba, MuleSoft, Tableau. All these are nothing but the different learnings that we do across, and we are the authorized training partners for the Google Cloud platform. So that is about the organization where I'm into. And this is myself as Professor Rishi Chopra has introduced me. Yeah, thanks for my introduction. And again, you know very well, I'm a senior technical trainer with 18 plus years of experience in the cloud, and as well as I'm an Google authorized trainer. This is about myself. Let me go quickly and let me give you the agenda, what we are going to cover it up for our today's webinar. As you can see, the key points in this webinar has been listed over here. First, we are going to talk about what is this Google Cloud Platform. And before to that, we will get to know very short idea behind what is cloud and what is Google Cloud Platform and what are the different Google Cloud products and services that the Google Cloud Platform has. That's what you can see, the first and foremost point that I have given in terms of agenda. And once we get the fair enough idea of the different Google Cloud products and services, then I'm going to talk about how we can interact or how do we get into the Google Cloud platform. What are the different ways or what are the different methods through which you can interact or you can get connected yourself with the Google Cloud platform. Moving forward, so obviously we are going to talk about what are the Google Cloud storage that the Google Cloud platform has. So we refer that as in GCP. GCP has different storage options. So what are the options it has and how effectively we can use those options in order to store our data in the Google Cloud platform. That's what you can see. I have given you various Google storage options and how do we use it. And what are the different ways in which you can interact with the Google Cloud platform. And quite interestingly, we are going to talk about the other line item. What do we call it as an virtual machines in the cloud? So what is a virtual machine? How powerful is the virtual machine? And how do we create the virtual machine? What are the other functionalities of the virtual machine? And what are the advantages of the virtual machine? All those things probably we will discuss over here. And I have prepared a small demo in the Google Cloud Platform, how you can create the virtual machines by using the Google Cloud and as well as the Cloud Shell. What do we call it as a command line interface? And once we complete that, I'll be showing you the different learning paths and what are the certifications that the Google Cloud Platform has. So being a fresher or when you start a journey in the Google Cloud Platform, what are the different levels of learning and what is the learning path and what are the different certifications that the Google has. All those things I'll be listing it out, followed by if you have any specific questions. Yeah, I just spend 5 to 10 minutes of the time maybe in the last where I can address all the specific questions. So that's the way how the entire discussion moves on. Yeah, with very much interesting. Let us get into the actual discussion. As you can see the slide, I'm moving forward. Yeah, what is cloud computing? Probably this you might have come across or you might have seen in the book definition. Whenever we say the cloud computing, it is nothing but sharing of resources over the internet. And whenever we say cloud, the other important term probably you might have come across, I believe, yeah, you have the word or you might have come across the term called serverless. So what does it mean? Without a server. Or the other interesting idea what we can have here is in terms of understanding the term serverless is nothing but automatic. So that's the way how it is. Anyhow, we will come back to that terminology once we complete this slide. And again, what is cloud computing? It is the basic and fundamental term that every individual who gets into the cloud environment should be aware of. So cloud computing is nothing but there are the organizations, they provide different types of services in the cloud computing environment. Probably I guess you might have come across something like IaaS, infrastructure as a service, PaaS, platform as a service, SaaS, software as a service. And other than that, I believe you might have come across something like function as a service and container as a service. So the cloud computing environment provides these different types of services to any of the user in the world. And the client, for example, whenever I say a client may be an individual user or he may be an organization where they start using the cloud computing environment. So when the service provider, whenever we say a term called service provider, so these service providers provide the various types of services in the cloud computing environment. When I say the various types of services, it is nothing but infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service, function as a service, container as a service. So these are the different types of services they do offer. So when I am a user, I should have the idea behind what type of service that I can get it across from the service provider. So when we try to list out the different service providers, so obviously you might have come across something like Amazon Web Services. They are also into the cloud computing, Google Cloud Platform, Microsoft Azure, Oracle, IBM. So these are nothing but the different organization or the company, or simply we refer them as a service provider. What they do, they provide cloud services. What are the different types of services? Infrastructure, platform as a service, software as a service, function as a service, container as a service. So these are the different services that these guys are providing. So now being a user or being an organization, when I want to migrate or when I want to move my existing workload towards the cloud platform, I should start thinking about what type of services that matches to me, and accordingly I can get those services. Coming back to this slide, whenever we say this cloud computing, I said these are the different types of services they do provide. Obviously, they should have the well-defined infrastructure. If at all they don't have an infrastructure, they cannot provide these types of services. So whatever you see in the slide is nothing but these are the major functions of the different features of the cloud computing environment that the Google Cloud Platform has. The first and foremost thing that you can see here is on-demand self-service. For example, I would like to have some service for my business workload. For my business workload, in the sense I want to run my business. In order to run my business, I need to get some service from the Google Cloud Platform. So no need to wait for any intervention, or no need to wait for any third party, or no need to wait for any human approval. As if you being a user, you can get directly that service from the Google Cloud Platform without wasting a microsecond. That's what you can see, on demand self-service. What does it mean? Whenever my business is in need of some service that has to be used for my business workload, without any human intervention, I should get attached those resources to my business workload. That is the first and foremost functionality or a property that the cloud computing environment should have. Of course, Google Cloud Platform has. Next, if you see broad network access. For example, I would like to get connected towards the Google Cloud Platform. So from any geographical location by any device, let it be a laptop or a mobile or a tablet or a desktop, through what means I should get connected. In the sense, the service provider should have a well-defined network access in such a way that the people can get connected. When I say people, obviously it refers to the user and to the company who wants to get into the Google Cloud Platform. So the Google Cloud Platform has a well-defined network access in such a way that it can be get connected to any user across the geographical location. That's what you can see, broad network access. Moving towards the next one, resource pooling. So the service provider. So when I say the service provider, again, I say from AWS, GCP, Microsoft Azure, IBM, Oracle, all these are the guys who provide these services. And of course, Google Cloud also provides this one. And if you see resource pooling is nothing but Google Cloud Platform has a well-defined resource based on the user request or based on the client request. The resources will be shared. And again, keep in mind the important term here that we use is common terminology. What we call is nothing but a virtual service. So anything that you want to use in the cloud computing environment, let it be a hardware or let it be a software, everything is given to you in the form of a virtual service. So the service provider, of course, the Google Cloud Platform has a well-defined resource pooling based on the user request. It will be provided, and that's the way how these guys can enjoy by using these different products and services in order to run to their business workload. And whenever you start using those resources, the resources has an inbuilt quality of elasticity. What does it mean? Elasticity, you know the literal meaning of elasticity. It will enhance by itself automatically. When there is no need, it automatically shrinks back. So the services has a built-in quality of these things, and you can enjoy that feature which is already built on those services, and that's the way how you can run your business workload in the Google Cloud Platform, and that's the way how you can minimize the costing also. For example, when you want to do the same thing in your on premises, it will cost you more because you need to add more resources when there is a need. It will take its own time, and when there is no need, you need to manually decrease those resources. But that cannot be I mean, the same task that you cannot do so in the cloud computing and especially in the Google Cloud Platform, since the services has an inbuilt quality of the elasticity. So when there is a demand, automatically it will scale it up, and when there is no need, automatically it scales down. So all these features are nothing but the interesting point. The Google Cloud Platform has the very good infrastructure where it will encourage the users and the clients to run their business workload in the Google Cloud Platform. Moving forward, so this is an interesting story. As I said just now, whenever we say, right, the cloud computing environment, whenever we say, we refer that as it is, we call that a term called serverless. As you can see, serverless. What does it mean? As I said, without any server, without any runtime, you need to run your business workload. Is it possible? Yes. That's what the right term that we use in the Google Cloud Platform is nothing but, serverless. What does it mean? There's nothing but function as a service. So in order to understand what is this function as a service or serverless, let us go beyond, a little bit, and we can understand how important is the term called serverless. When you see the diagram here, the first and foremost thing has been given as physical and co-location. What does it mean? Initially, in the industry, they started using the physical server as it is, and it was configured and it is managed and it is maintained. But in terms of performance, they didn't get the maximum performance. Why? Because the wastage of resources are more in the physical server when they started using as it is. Then the idea of that turned into a concept called co-location. So 2 to 3 people started using the same data center in terms of the term, what do we call it as a co-location. So when they started using the entire data center in the idea of co-location, even then also the performance, didn't match it up to their expectation. Then into the industry, the concept of virtualization came. Once the birth of virtualization came, the performance has met up to the expected level. When we say virtualization, it is nothing but you get the resources. When I say resources, it can be in the form of a software or it can be in the form of a hardware. For example, to run your business workload, you need processor, you need memory, you need storage. All these things are given to you from the Google Cloud platform in terms of virtual service. So after the arrival of virtualization, as you can see in this slide, which is user configured, and you can provide the management activity of the virtual that you do, and of course you can maintain that. So after the concept of virtualization, right, the performance has been increased dramatically, as in the sense more and more users are trying to occupy the same resources as if the performance has been increased. So right now in the cloud terminology, we refer them as a serverless. What does it mean? It doesn't need any real compute and it doesn't need any runtime. What does it mean? I say a simple term called cloud function. What does it mean? You are going to write your own code, you deploy it, the code will run by itself automatically, without any server, I mean compute, without any runtime. How it may happen? That's what we call that as function as a service. Those functions are written basically based on an event based. Let me put a simple practical example here, since you guys are very much new, I believe, to understand what I meant with serverless and what I meant with function. I mean, event based. When I say event, for example, when I say a event, it means that, for example, think that in a railway station, the train comes to the station. It's an event. When the train leaves the station, it's an event. So you might have seen or you might have observed there is a trigger, that will follow by itself automatically. I mean, it will fire by itself automatically based on the event. So that's a simple example where you can understand what I meant with serverless. Serverless is nothing but we write the cloud functions. Those functions will execute by itself automatically based on the event. That's what I meant with serverless. And here we refer that as fully automated, or that's the right understanding on the term called a serverless. Why I keep on talking on this term serverless? It is the catchy and important term that we use in the cloud computing environment. Hope you guys got an idea behind how it was earlier and right now where we are. We are in the era of cloud computing. Simply we refer that as a serverless. Hope I can move forward. And again, this is a research done by the Google Cloud platform, and it has come across with a study as if every company in the future will be a data company. And of course, every company wants to store their data in a more authorized way and in a more secured way. And the people only who has the authorization, they need to access the data. So the data has to be stored, retrieved, and in a more secure way. And of course, Google Cloud platform has a well-defined storage. As you can see, the snapshot here talks about the different storage and how it is literally stored in the actual Google Cloud's data center. And it has come out with a very good solution of providing the different data storage solutions for the different clients based on their business workload. This is an important and interesting slide in order to understand the things are very much important in the Google Cloud platform. I believe just now I said about IaaS, as you can see, infrastructure as a service, PaaS, platform as a service. Just now I said the cloud functions. This is nothing but serverless, right? And automatic elastic resources. These are nothing but the services. And again, in between these two, you can see Google Kubernetes Engine. This is nothing but a hybrid. So when I want to migrate my existing business workload into the Google Cloud platform, I can use any of these services. IaaS, infrastructure as a service, PaaS, a platform as a service, cloud functions, nothing but serverless. We call that as a function as a service, or we refer that as an automated elastic resources. By using these services, I can attach it to my business workload, and that's the way how I can manage my business workload once it is deployed in my Google Cloud platform. So Google Cloud platform has a variety of computing architecture based on your business workload. You can select what type of service that you can get it from the Google Cloud platform that has been listed over here. And whenever you buy IaaS as a service, as you can see here, it is you are going to manage your own infrastructure. And moving forward, yeah, when you go by using this automated and elastic resources, I mean the services that you are going to use in the Google Cloud platform, you can do the things dynamically. That's what you can see towards a dynamic infrastructure. What does it mean? Adding and removing of the resources can be done dynamically without stopping the deployed resources. For example, you deployed a virtual machine, you want to migrate the virtual machine, or you want to do some changes to the virtual machine. In the sense, no need to stop or no need to shut down that one, let it be running, and no need to down the machine even for a minute. You can do things dynamically. That's what you can see towards dynamic infrastructure. So Google Cloud platform has a variety of this computing architecture based on your business workload. Yeah, you can decide the way how you can use this Google Cloud platform in order to migrate your existing workload, in order to minimize the cost, and in order to save your time, and in order to, yeah, free yourself in terms of more of the operations activity that you want to do when you want to do the same thing at your on premises. This is an important and interesting slide that you can see over here. So the entire landscape of the earth has been given, and as you can see, there are some dotted lines, I mean blue dots. These we refer that as an POP. POP stands for edge point of presence, and you can see the blue lines are nothing but the network that connects the different POPs. What does it mean? This is nothing but from any geographical location, when you want to connect towards the Google network, obviously, you know, it happens through the internet, right? So for example, from your laptop, when you try to connect to the Google's network from your laptop, yeah, it goes through the internet and it reaches the point of presence. Point of presence is nothing but, simply you can visualize, that is nothing but the way how the telephone exchange, yeah, the role played by the telephone exchange, the same role played by the POP. Here we refer that as a POP is nothing but internet exchange. So from your network, it goes through the internet and it connects to the POP. So the POP in turn connects to the entire Google's network. That's the way how the connectivity is achieved. And again, Google has the very good network infrastructure when compared with other service provider. And the entire network, yeah, is done with optical fiber cable. And you can see Google has laid, yeah, cables even under the sea also. So if you can see in the diagram, more, yeah, some of the cables that has been laid by Google, yeah, which is present under the sea. Even the dangerous animal, yeah, like shark, which lives in the sea, that cannot go and do the damage of these cables. And moreover, because of the fiber optic, yeah, the data transfer that, yeah, happens in this network will be very fast when compared with the other service provider. And that's the way how Google says Google has one of the fastest and largest, yeah, network when compared with the other service provider. And that's the way how you can see these lines, which helps you to connect the different POPs in turn, yeah, which is highlighted here in terms of the blue. So that's the way how you can see, by understanding the term, what we mean with POP. POP stands for point of presence, and the network. Network is nothing but the cable, the physical cable which connects the different POPs. And that's the way how you understand the entire Google's network. And from your location, I mean from your geographical location, from your device, it happens, I mean the connectivity happens through the internet, and it reaches the point of presence, and the point of presence in turn connects to the Google's network. And that's the way how the entire network flow of the Google Cloud platform has. And this is an important and interesting slide. You guys need to definitely, yeah, focus here. As you can see, as I said in the previous slide, it has POP. Okay, now some more interesting, yeah, idea behind the Google Cloud platform. So if you see the caption here, Google Cloud is organized into regions and zones. What does it mean? Let me put it in a simple way. Everybody knows, I believe, the term called data center. So data center is nothing but the place where we keep the hardware. I mean, the physical server will be kept, and that place or that floor or that location where you keep, yeah, in general we refer that as a data center. like that. Here the zone is nothing but the actual data center where you are going to use the resources. All the resources are kept in the zone. And again, collection of zone makes me a region. And like that, Google has multi-region, more than one region. So basically, Google Cloud is organized in terms of regions and zones. So when I say region, region again can be subdivided in terms of zone. And if you see, interestingly, Google has three major regions: US, Europe, and APAC. APAC stands for Asia Pacific. So these are the three regions that the Google Cloud Platform has. Again, region can be again further subdivided in terms of zone. For example, if you see this slide, as I say, Europe is a region. Like that, you can see US is a region. Under Europe also, we have multiple regions. One of the region you can see Europe-West 2. This is the standard naming convention of the Google Cloud Platform. So this region is again further subdivided into zone. So zone here represents Europe-West 2-A, Europe-West 2-B, Europe-West 2-C. What does it mean? These are nothing but the data center, the physical data center. And the data centers here has the standard naming convention of -A, -B, and -C. Like that, whenever you select a region, the region will have zones. So a minimum of 3 zones that would be present in a region, or a maximum of 4 zones, yeah, that can be present in a region. So why I am saying this is very important, based on your geographical location, you need to select the appropriate region and the zone where you are going to deploy your business workload. For example, I have my business application that I'm going to deploy. So right from your geographical location, you decide in which region and in which zone you are going to deploy those resources. And that's the way how important to understand the idea behind the term called regions and zones. So zone is nothing but the actual physical data center of the Google, where it provides all the resources for the users and the clients when they want to migrate towards the Google Cloud Platform. And here you can see wherever that has been highlighted in blue, yeah, this is nothing but a region. As you can see, current regions with 3 zones. So wherever it is blue, it means that those regions has 3 zones. And wherever you see white, yeah, future regions with 3 zones. As of now, yeah, Delhi is also a region and Mumbai is also a region. And there are some regions, yeah, which has 4 zones also. So now it is our yeah, idea where you can select the appropriate region and you can select the appropriate zone where you want to deploy the resources. And this is a beautiful snapshot where you can see the physical data center of the Google. Yeah, you can see where it is located. Actually, one of the physical data center, for security reasons, they don't, I mean, Google doesn't discloses the actual location, but you can see the snapshot over here. And all the Google's data center, yeah, or takes the environmental responsibility. It means that it, I mean, it is with 100% carbon neutral, and all the data centers are achieving with ISO 14001 certification, and it uses the renewable energy. And that's the way how you can see the snapshot of one of the physical, yeah, data center, yeah, that the Google Cloud has. As you can see here also, it is like that. So that's the way how you can see the actual presence, I mean the actual photography of the Google's data center. And Google is very much yeah, gives you customer friendly pricing. So billing will be done for every second. And when you started using the Google Cloud Platform, at least 25% in a month, you get a definite discount. We refer them as a sustained discount. And for example, if you are using the Google Cloud Platform for a long term, yeah, definitely you get a committed discount from the Google Cloud Platform. And even for a shorter period of using the Google Cloud Platform, even for them, that also, that type of usage also, Google Cloud Platform provides you a very good discount. We call them as a preemptible use. And other than this, for example, based on your business workload, and if any of the custom virtual machines that you want to use it in the Google Cloud Platform, it is very much open, and you can use those types of virtual machines, and even for that also you are going to get a very good discount. And that's the way how Google Cloud offers you very much customer friendly pricing when compared with the other service providers. And as I said, Google is not only committed to environmental responsibility, it is very much open to support all the open source services and open source ecosystem and multi-vendor friendly technology. What does it mean? Google is very much open to support the open source and open source rich ecosystems and multi-vendor. For example, I want to upload or I want to extract the data from the Google Cloud platform in order to do some research and analysis, or I want to export to AWS platform. Is it possible? Yes. That's what you can see. Whenever I do any of the operations activity in my Google Cloud platform, I go by using a tool called Stackdriver. The Stackdriver, we refer that as a multi-vendor friendly tool which helps you to export the data from the Google Cloud platform towards the AWS platform. So Google is very much flexible as if it can support the open source community, as we can refer here as open source services, and very much supportive for the ecosystem, and it is so flexible in terms of operations. And as I said, you can export the data from the Google Cloud platform towards any other platform, especially towards your AWS platform. That's the way how you can see this slide. And security. So you may ask a question, how much secured is the data that you are going to get in Google? So Google provides you 100% or more than 100% security in terms of storing the data. As you can see, the different layers of security that's provided by the Google, right from the hardware and up to the operations. As you can see, at the hardware infrastructure, it provides you the security, and even the storage services. For example, if you go by using any of the existing storage, even to that also data is stored in the form of encryption. And not only that, whenever the data is getting transferred inside the Google network to your network, it happens at the time also in terms of the encryption. So in simple, we say data at rest and data on fly. In both the cases, the data is encrypted. So that much security Google Cloud provides to you. So right from the hardware up to the operations level, all these different layers Google provides you, because Google has very good network infrastructure where it can provide you 100% data security for the data that you are going to use in the, or that you are going to store in the Google Cloud platform. Okay, so after understanding all this, hello, yes.
Sai sir, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I would just quickly like to talk about the things that you have just elaborated with students, right? I hope I'm audible properly, right?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure the attendees are able to get grasp of what is Google, right? So you have seen how much scaled Google is. When I say scaled, that means you can see how brilliantly Google has put up its network over the world, that it has
Correct.
gone across every continent,
Yes.
right? So you can see the approach, right? So the vastness and the scaling capacity of Google is very high, right?
Correct.
We are all
Yes.
using it across our devices, and everything
Yes.
goes through Google, right?
Yes.
Now, just in giving a glimpse of what we have right now, okay, this is the primary reason we went into collaboration for this program with Google, right, Sai
Okay.
sir? In
Yes.
fact, Sai sir would be one of the faculties who would teach you, right? So he would be there to handle and take this further, right? So this is something that I want to highlight over here to the attendees very surely, right? So we are taking up BTech cloud computing, because cloud is a complete solution to everyday working of your internet, to everyday working of your platform, right? So even if you don't have anything, you would be able to use cloud through your phones, through your devices. So one thing I would like to tell, or one thing I would like to highlight over here is, because we have multiple options, that is why we are going for BTech in cloud computing. And because a very perfect name, which is Google, which everybody knows, and I don't think so there's anybody who is not known with the name, we are going into Google Cloud as the BTech's partner, right? So I would really suggest you can go through and you can look at the economic market right now. the cloud computing is something which is going to grow. It's a technology which is evolving very fast. And of course, it is coming into play, and a lot of things and a lot of different things are there into it, right? So it's a complete bucket of different subjects, right?
Exactly.
So I would definitely suggest anybody who is taking up this course, who is thinking about taking up this course, to please go ahead and understand that it's very easy to work with cloud, right? And it's something which will be ever evolving, and it would also add up. So it's not just one point of view, it's a complete point of view with computer science and every other thing, right?
Yes.
So even if the students who are not able to understand what is, like, a lot of terms, of course you would not understand because you're coming right straight out of your schools, or you're not familiar with these terms. This program is to make you understand how you could be doing all these things which are being highlighted right now. Okay, so take a good review, take a good idea, even if it's not feasible right now. Maybe in the upcoming future, if you enroll into this, you would be able to handle these things a lot better, right? So please do consider going into this program, right? So, sir, you can definitely, so you have already, I guess, briefed a lot, right? So
Yes.
please go ahead and continue with this.
Okay. Yeah. I hope I can continue a little bit.
Definitely, sir, definitely. All yours.
Okay. Probably I will finish it off quickly as per your timing. Okay. So whatever the terms
Yes, yes, sir.
that I said as of now is nothing but the common and very much fundamental terminologies that are related to the Google Cloud Platform. And again, you can see more and more organizations and customers and clients are migrating, yeah, towards the Google Cloud Platform. And as your professor rightly suggested, the next era will be the cloud computing era. No more there is a doubt. And as you can see, the existing traditional on premises, what does it mean? Keeping my own server and I'm managing rather than doing all these things, yeah, which makes me more investment in terms of yeah, operations cost and as well as licensing fee. So now all the people are migrating towards the cloud platform. Why is it so? Because to reduce their cost and to reduce their operations activity. So, and again, the upcoming era, I believe, for example, the next 30 years, yeah, right from this year, it will be in cloud era where you guys can definitely, yeah, take it up as your professor suggested. That's the way how you can make yourself, yeah, by putting more things and the right way of choosing right things in your career. And that's the way how you can definitely do things, yeah, for yourself, yeah, in a very good way. So considering all these things, whatever the key terminologies, whatever the understanding that I said, you can see the slide. Why to choose the Google Cloud? That's the important question. And as you can see, yeah, the question may arise from your end as if there are so many people in the market. Why should I choose? And again, Google, as I said, it has its fast network, and in terms of more and more people are moving towards the cloud platform. And why is it so? Because as you can see, it has the highly secured, reliable, and scalable infrastructure. So that is the right technical answer I can say, irrespective of all the other things in terms of pricing, in terms of support, in terms of reach, in terms of security. Of course, the answer is Google. That's the way how you can see. If you have a question, why should I choose the Google Cloud or why should I choose the cloud computing? The right answer, technically, what I can say here is, as you can see, it is highly secure, reliable, and scalable infrastructure. That's the way how you can see the Google Cloud Platform when it is compared with all the other service providers. Hope I can move forward. So as you can see, crispily, I have showed you the way how the Google Cloud offers what are the different types of services. And I guess don't forget the term service. As I said when I started the webinar itself, service is an important term in your cloud. Anything given to you will be in the form of a virtual service. As you can see here, compute engine is a service. Google Kubernetes engine is a service. App engine is a service. App engine is a service which helps you to support the platform as a service. Like that compute engine gives you infrastructure as a service. Like that cloud function is a service which gives you function as a service. Cloud run is also function as a service. Like this, these are the different types of services that the Google Cloud Platform has under the compute. Like that, storage. Yeah, you can see there is a cloud storage, cloud SQL, cloud spanner, cloud bigtable, cloud firestore, BigQuery. All these are nothing but the different storage services. Now you can see what does it mean cloud SQL. Cloud SQL is nothing but, as you guys might have read or studied, it's a relational database management service. Like that, cloud spanner is also an RDBMS, relational database management service. Cloud bigtable, yeah, is a NoSQL database. Even the Google uses for the Google Analytics and the Gmail. I guess everybody will have a Gmail, right? Your Gmail information, the data that you use in the form of a Gmail will be stored in the cloud bigtable. So that's the easy way where you can see the power of cloud bigtable. So now you might have seen how many people that lives in the world. Obviously, one third of the people, the entire the society will have a Gmail ID, right? All those informations are stored in the cloud bigtable. Even Google uses its own cloud bigtable in order to store all the Gmails, the data that we are using as a user. That's the way how you can see the power of the different storage that the Google Cloud Platform has. Yeah, that's the way how you can see the different types of storage services that the Google Cloud Platform has. And if you move forward, as you can see, big data and machine learning. So these are the different services that the Google Cloud Platform has in terms of big data and machine learning. I believe, you know the right term here as like machine learning. The machine learning is nothing but the machine, yeah, starts learning by itself by doing a rigorous training. So the decision making will be done by the machine itself. That's the way the keyword of what I can say for machine learning. And again, Google has come out with very interesting structured way of doing the machine learning, and I believe you might have used some of the machine learning that has been listed over here. You can see speech to text and text to speech, vision, cloud translation. All this something but the different structured machine learning that the Google Cloud Platform has. Simply we refer them as a pre-trained machine learning model. So like that, whenever you want to build your own machine learning model into the Google Cloud Platform, even Google Cloud Platform is very much supportive for that also. As you can see, it is nothing but an AutoML, automatic machine learning model. That's the way how you can understand. So these are the different types of services that the Google Cloud Platform has in terms of big data and the machine learning. So that's the way how you can see the services that has been listed under compute, the services that has been listed under the storage, the services that has been listed on big data and machine learning. So now I believe you got a fair enough idea the way how these services are available in the Google Cloud Platform. Moving forward, this was nothing but the interesting point. As I said, on premises. On premises is nothing but everything you own. Think that you have. I mean, you are owning everything. You have a physical server. You take care of the hardware. You take care of the storage. You take care of the networking. You take care of OS data content. Everything. It is your responsibility. Now, instead of having this type of, I mean, on premises, what we have right now, nowadays organizations started thinking about migrating towards infrastructure as a service or platform as a service. It's their choice. What does it mean? So right from the hardware, up to the operations, Google Cloud takes care of it, whereas the remaining part will be taken care by the user. So basically it talks about sharing the responsibility, who owns what. That's the way how you can see this slide, the difference between infrastructure and the platform as a service. That's the way how you can see the difference between IaaS and PaaS. Managed service, as I said, all the managed services are owned by Google. So simply you are going to use as it is. So no need to do any installation. No need to, for example, when I ask you to do your small activity in RDBMS, what you do, you need to install the software. You need to customize that in your laptop. Then you need to do, then you can start using it. But those days are gone. In the Google Cloud Platform, when I want to use Cloud SQL, I can use as it is. No need to do any customization, no need to do any installation, no need to do any capacity planning. Simply go, take and use as it is. That's the way how you can see the power of managed service and the power of Google Cloud Platform. Okay. Okay, so these are the four methods in which you can interact with the Google Cloud Platform. How do you get connected towards Google Cloud Platform? Is there nothing but these are the four basic methods. Either I can go by using this Cloud Console, or I can use the Cloud Shell, or I can use the mobile app, or programmatically I can go by using the REST-based API method. So basically, these are the four methods in which you can interact with the Google Cloud Platform. That's the way how you can see. Basically, it has four different methods for you to interact with the Google Cloud Platform. Okay, I believe I have some more time, right? Can you confirm, madam? As if I can show a simple demo for these guys. Is it fine? Can I go ahead?
We have time till 2. So if you
Okay.
can quickly just show
Yes,
how
yes.
easy it is to create a machine, that would be better.
Yeah, just I'm doing it as of now, and you guys can see here how easy in Google Cloud Platform. Where you can see the way how I can creating a virtual machine. So you guys know what is a virtual machine, right? So now here I'm just signing in a console. I'm just getting
So I would like to mention for our attendees that in order to work with cloud, you have as Sir is creating the machine, I would like to mention over here that whenever you're working with cloud, the set of objects that you would use would be on demand. So when we say on demand, that means they would need some credits to work with, right?
correct.
So exactly. So as Sir has used his credits to access the resource, right? Similarly, if you ever want to go into working with these, you would also need credits, right? So additionally, sometimes as a simple offer, sometimes you might get credits off of different things, but just be aware that if you're trying to do this, you would need credits to go ahead and work with it, right? So
Yes.
that's discretionary on the individual basis, I would say.
Yeah.
So currently, as you can see, Sir is creating a VM instance. VM means a simple virtual machine. What
Yes.
that is that we're trying to create a computer for us on the cloud. So you can understand it in the simplest words, right?
Yes.
So whenever we are trying to create any virtual machines, we would always take up different instances. Let's say you're trying to buy a laptop, right? So you would think how much RAM would I need, how much disk would I need, right? So all these things, you would also do it in this case, right? So that's a virtual machine because you would not be able to hold it. You'll not be able to physically reach for it. But there would be a web browser through which you can interact and the other methods which Sir has just mentioned. And if you can see over here, on the top right side, you will also get an estimate. That means these many credits could be in any currency would be needed for you to access this machine, right? So that's what we want to highlight over here, right? So creating a machine is far easy. This is the main way how we can work on such a large scale, right? So all
Yes.
these things, obviously these are very, very difficult to understand right now, but once you get enrolled into this program, you would be definitely a pro at this, right, Sir?
Yes. Yes. Exactly. Right. Right thing.
Yes, exactly. So, Sir and our faculties over here would definitely help you to reach into this, right? To be able to do this, to be able to work with Google Cloud with very easy way, right? So it's a very easy manner. We do not have any sorts of complications into this, right? So, Sir over here is definitely taking up the creation, definitely, right? And in the meanwhile, we can definitely take any questions, queries coming from your end,
Yes.
from the students. If they want to ask any questions to Sir or regarding this program, we are here to answer this.
So thank you so much, Mr. Sai and Ms. Kumsidakar for a very, very fantastic presentation. And there was no time in between to blink the eyes even. It was really, really very thoughtful and very, very informative. Thank you so much. I'll be quickly taking up few of the queries. I request all the attendees over here. I can see Adesh, Aditya, Gyanesh over here, Logesh, Arun, Shreya, to come up with the queries. I see Sushanta Kumar has raised the hand and he has put up a query. I would request Sushanta, if you have any query, please raise your hand once again and I'll be connecting you to the experts and you can put in your query directly over here. So I again request, please raise your hand through the interface so that I can connect you well with the experts over here. In case you have any queries, Adesh, Aditya, Logesh, Sania, yeah. I have a
Please
hand
don't
raised
be
by
shy.
Shanta Kumar. Sushanta, I have given you the necessary rights. Please unmute your device and talk to the experts. Sushanta, please unmute yourself. If you can hear me well, Sushanta.
Hello. Yes, sir. Do you hearing me?
Hello, sir. Yes, we can.
Sushanta, please
Hello,
come up
Sushant.
with the query.
Thank you, sir, for giving me an opportunity to talk here with you. And previously, I was using Google Cloud Platform for some of my personal and study purpose. And today, I learned a bit more than my previous experience. So I think it will help me to work with Google Cloud Platform more perfectly.
Okay, so what sort of work are you doing, Sushanta? Can you just elaborate on that?
What?
What sort of work have you tried with GCP? I would say Google Cloud Platform.
I was making some server like
Okay.
I was running my website hosted like WordPress to host
Brilliant.
on the Google Cloud Platform, and
Right.
some other things like cPanel.
Okay, good.
This hosting base. I basically work with hosting based services, so I test those services on Google Cloud Platform and AWS. So
Okay,
I feel
good.
must perfect in about speed and all other things in Google Cloud Platform.
That's good. Okay.
So this is very important for me.
Yes, definitely. Good to know, Sushanta, that you got to know a few things from our webinar.
Yeah.
We would be happy to help out more.
Thank you, Sushanta, for sharing your views. Thank you so much. And I quickly move on to Dr. Toshinder Preet Kaur, who is with us as an admission nominee over here. She'll be talking about few of the programs that lead to cloud and where some specialization is being offered in some way, where you can learn cloud at LPU. And she'll be talking about more of the scholarship part as well, how to dig out your own scholarship part and save your money. She's going to let you know the way out from here. Over to Dr. Tushinder. I'm going to give you the rights, and I request Dr. Tushinder to be really very quick onto this.
Right. Thank you so much, Professor Rishi. Am I audible to all?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. And I hope my screen is visible.
Yes.
All right. Very good afternoon to one and all. Hope you all are fine and safe at your places. So today's content will be the rankings, the campus life, infrastructure, last but not the least, eligibility fee as well as the scholarship. So it gives me immense pleasure to share that 13 students of lovely Professional University not only represented India in Tokyo Olympics 2020, but they brought laurels by winning various gold medals. The story doesn't end there. The university also lifts runner-up trophy at Khelo India University Games and brought laurels by winning 51 medals in total. Now I'm going to highlight the ranking part. The World Universities with Real Impact ranking has ranked lovely Professional University as second in India. The Impact ranking 2022 ranks university as 74th globally. And the Times Higher Education Board University ranking 2022 has ranked lovely Professional University as the 36th among top universities of India. Another point which gives me pleasure to share that the university has been ranked third in India, that to win Atal ranking of institutions on innovation achievement. A couple of days back, there was the NIRF ranking 2022. The university's engineering faculty have been ranked 51st among all government and the private engineering institutions. The list is long, but I have only showcased a few as well as the latest which rankings have been gathered by lovely Professional University. I'm going to speak about the campus life as well as what kind of exposure is provided. The university proudly hosted 106th Indian Science Congress, which was inaugurated by Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, wherein he added the slogan Jai Anusandhan to the already existing slogan, which is renamed as Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Vigyan, Jai Anusandhan. This is a glimpse of Nobel laureate for peace and the great spiritual leader of Tibet, who graced the convocation at lovely Professional University. This is a glimpse where you can have a look of the president of two countries gracing the convocation at the university. We do invite your entrepreneurial ideas. We have Startup School, which was inaugurated by Shri Arun Jaitley ji, who interacted with the students to start the entrepreneurial part at well on time. This is a glimpse of world-renowned life coach for Gopal Das, who interacted with the students and talked with them how to the way of leading a happy life. Apart from the great leaders, the university has also welcomed the celebrities. The glimpse which you can see of Shah Rukh Khan and Deepika Padukone. This is a glimpse of Indian team captain Mahendra Singh Dhoni. I'm pretty sure you all are aware about him. Who also visited the university and interacted with the students. I'm going to speak about the university's infrastructure. The university has two amphitheaters which are used to organize the Nukkad Natak, the competitions, and many more. This is one of the biggest auditorium which is used to organize the competitions, events of national as well as international repute. This is the auditorium with a seating capacity of more than 122 people. This is the heart and soul of lovely Professional University. You will find all types of shops ranging from stationery to the all daily needs, which you can find out. You can find lovely sweets over there, Domino's, plus you can also find the fitness edge over there. And this is the library, the central library. The university has more than 20 lakh books with a lot of repositories for the research as well, databases as well. We do believe in bringing you out from the academic monotony. We have a bowling alley. This is the gym which I talk about. This is for those who are gym freak. We have world-class facilities, specialized trainers who will be working on you, provided you are interested for the same thing. We do care about your health. We do have one uni hospital, Baldev Raj Uni Hospital, wherein the expert doctors, they visit and provide the all type of solutions, God forbidden, if you are having. So you can have a glimpse of 24/7 medical facilities also provided. We have the one multifarious facilities in Shanti Devi Mittal Indoor Stadium. This is basically a summer show for all the sports person. We do have all-weather swimming pool, the glimpse of which is there in front of you. Badminton courts are there, shooting range is there, volleyball courts are there. This is the day view of lovely professional university, and this is the night view of lovely professional university, specifically for the residential. Now, hurriedly, I take you to the website where you can explore the eligibility as well as the scholarship. You can note down the website link. It's lpu.in. Just taking a little time, just little technical glitch. So you can also note down simultaneously, it's lpu.in. Once you get connected with it, it will, yeah, you can have a look about the admissions, infrastructure, the types of scholarship which we are providing, the webinars. I will be showcasing you every single thing on this web page. I'll also showcase you the route from where you can get the information of your desired program. Yeah, sorry for the little technical glitch. So here you can see the second tab of the admissions. So by clicking on this, all the available programs after your +2 would be there. So after 12, we will going ahead with the after 12 program. And I'm sorry for some technical part. So on admissions, we have different tabs. We have the regular, we have the specialized programs where you can get content as well. Yeah, this. So after +2, industry collaborated, work integrative. So I'm going to click on the undergraduate programs. So on that particular page, you will be coming to know regarding the eligibility of a program, the fee structure, as well as the scholarship, then the ways how to get back to us if you have any kind of query. So by the time the page is opening, I'll tell you that we are available on live video counseling. If you have any kind of a query, you click on the live video counseling. It will be directly routed to us where one-to-one interaction will be made. Then we are available on the WhatsApp as well if you have any query, and definitely we would also want you to solve it in a one go. So you need to click on that WhatsApp, and you will be routed to us. You will be having an option to interact with our counselors. Then you can also have a look on LPU in your town. So you can also visit our executives who are possibly would be there in your areas, into your states. So by clicking on that particular link, you can go ahead with exploring the area where the our team members or the executives are available. There are different ways to get back to us. Disciplines, as outrightly, you are going to click on the engineering. So once you click on engineering, then you can click on computer science and engineering. So all available programs which we are floating, regular programs, the tie-up, the honors one, the work integrated programs will be in front of you. For example, we go ahead with the computer science, cyber tech, and blockchain. Then we have another data science, data engineering with tie-up with Trans.org, computer science full stack. You click on any of the interested programs. So the details will be in front of you. Yeah, I'm just going to start with the eligibility. So this is the honors program, which is in tie-up with Trans.org. The eligibility is 70% plus university's exam, LPU NEST or JEE mains. And the university's exam serves two purposes, eligibility as well as the scholarship. On scrolling more, I can show you the rankings, which I have already talked about. Moving ahead with the fee structure, it is 1.9 per semester, but we do acknowledge your hard efforts on the basis of your previous qualification, the academic achievement, plus on the basis of university's exam, plus on the basis of any national level exam like JEE score. But apart from all these scholarship, one best scholarship will be provided to you. So the slab ranges from 18% to 38%, that too in the honors program. So you can check in which category you fall depending upon the percentage which you are scoring. By scrolling more, I want to tell you that we do have the other scholarships apart from on the basis of JEE main, on the basis of LPU NEST, on the basis of your previous qualification. So it is on the basis of innovation, startup, and entrepreneurship. If you have any achievement in previous 2 years, maybe you have participated or any certification in like any certificate for entrepreneurship, maybe at national level, international level, do share your achievement with us at admission@lpu.co.in. Then we do provide the financial aid assistance to the retired defense, CAPF, paramilitary, as well as their dependents. So broadly, these are the types of scholarship which we are providing, but one best scholarship will be
I think Dr. Tushinder has been disconnected due to some technical glitch out there. But nevertheless, she has covered almost everything which she wanted to convey. And finally, we do not have any of the queries left over with me. And finally, I'm going to sign off this session by saying that experts, your years of research, your depth of understanding the topic, and your ability to present the topic produced one of the most wonderful afternoons for the day. On behalf of all the attendees of the webinar, I want to thank you for your insightful presentation. And for all the attendees, hopefully you also found this webinar to be valuable enough and will be able to utilize the information provided in this to help take a better decision regarding your specialization, your admission path. Thank you so much. Thank you.